We believe confidence isn't just how you look, it's how you feel. From subtle, natural aesthetics to personalized wellness care, everything we do is intentional. This is beauty with purpose. At Vibe Men's Health, we take that same approach. We focus on what matters most: strength, energy, and performance. Built on real data, real medicine, and real results, we're here to help you look better, feel stronger, and live fully. Come vibe with us today.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather at 10.
Well, good evening and welcome to Mississippi Live Weather at 10. You have made it through your Saturday. You made it through those line of storms and showers moving through North Mississippi. A few of you guys are tuning in due to that storm and kind of line still sitting over you guys as it moves out of our region. So I'm here to let you know kind of what to expect for the rest of your night. Again, this is going to be stress-free. You can go to sleep. You do not have to stay up late with us. You get to be ready to kind of head to bed and get ready for your Sunday ahead. So let's take a look at our headlines as we get ready for the rest of our Memorial Day weekend ahead. Overnight showers ahead for a few of us. We're not talking about widespread rain chances throughout the overnight period, and still not really talking about that tomorrow either. We are talking about a few spotty showers and rumbles tomorrow, but again, very isolated in nature. We're reaching that summertime period with this weather to where we're just talking about those pop-up showers and thunderstorms across North Mississippi, not talking about a line tomorrow. So that severe weather aspect, that intensity that happened today, not the story for tomorrow, but you could still hear a few rumbles in your afternoon hours. And of course, those rain chances slowly fading away into the work week ahead. I know we've been kind of pretty tired of talking all things rain here in North Mississippi. Those rain chances are starting to dwindle day by day. So just got to get through this weekend, get through the first half of next work week. But once we get closer towards Wednesday and on, we'll thankfully be talking about beautiful conditions. But let's take the first look at the first 12 real quick. Low 70s by 11 o'clock, still 30% coverage as that line continues moving on out of North Mississippi. Still hearing a few rumbles of thunder into the early overnight period. And then we're still talking about just kind of rain showers affecting us into the kind of early morning hours. And even by 8 o'clock, going to be slightly soggy for a few of us as we're starting off our Sunday morning church commute and slowly working our way into the mid to upper 70s by 11 o'clock. And real quick before continuing towards our cameras all across North Mississippi, I did want to show you some pictures sent in by our viewers showcasing kind of what we like to call those SLCs, those scary looking clouds as this line of storms continued moving on through. So here's a beautiful shot out there kind of showcasing those darker skies. That's been one of the themes a lot of my friends and family have been talking about today, with just those darker clouds just kind of moving on in, especially out here, showcasing kind of that shelf cloud, that leading edge, showcasing and pretty much announcing that line of thunderstorm getting closer and closer towards the cities out there. And you can see it very far out there in the distance, just kind of continuing to push up that warm air to help fuel those thunderstorms. So those kind of moved on through North Mississippi today, kind of impressive looking thunderstorms. So just kind of wanted to broadcast those pictures to you guys, and appreciate all of you guys for sending them in as well. But still, I mean, impressive shot, just showcasing kind of it, kind of rounding, bowing out, and even all the way off in the distance, still seeing that line continue to push across North Mississippi. So that's basically what occurred tonight. We can also excuse me, let me fix there. Let's continue here with our broadcast in the Room to Room Weather Center as we continue pushing further into our broadcast. We'll take some live looks all across North Mississippi. This is out there in Iuka, which earlier was showcasing some lightning as that thunderstorm kind of pushed closer and closer towards you guys. We can already see those soggy conditions on the camera. It was dry earlier, but I'm wondering if the thunderstorm kind of already moved on by. It was showcasing some of those kind of energetic cells still leaving North Mississippi, pretty much ongoing right now. I don't think we're quite going to see that lightning anymore, which is definitely a good thing. I know it's always when I say that it's not going to happen that it's going to happen, but a few of us still going to be hearing those rumbles of thunder tonight. Again, don't really have to stress about it. I know that could kind of put us on edge with these storms, but these continue to stay sub-severe. We're not talking about anything intense tonight. You can go to sleep, enjoy maybe a few rumbles of thunder, that rain hitting. You're going to be good to go for the rest of the overnight period ahead. But Iuka still kind of dealing with those thunderstorms. On the flip side, out here towards Columbus, getting closer towards the Golden Triangle region, y'all are already drier and have been dry for quite a while now. You can see that on the roads, not really showcasing those glossy and soggy conditions, but 70 degrees feels like 61. That rain definitely cooled us off into the evening overnight period, and will stay that way as we slowly kind of warm back up and kind of technically cool off at the same time with those temperatures. But rolling fork out here, upper 60s, 69 degrees. Y'all are already right around as low as y'all will get into this overnight period, but y'all feel a lot better, actually feeling like you're in the low 60s, around 63. So not a bad way to wind down and kind of get ready for our Sunday ahead. That's all due to these storms and showers kind of moving on through. And right now you can also see what we're talking about. Those line of showers and storms continue to move on out of North Mississippi, but we're already talking about a few pop-up showers, especially along I-22 corridor. I'm starting to see some heavy just showers pop up here in North Mississippi. Again, not really doing anything intense. We're not talking about any hail or tornadoes or any hefty wind gusts, just kind of those dumpage of just rain across your city. If it pops up over you guys, maybe hearing a rumble of thunder, but that's about it. And that's going to be the story into not only your overnight period tonight, but also into your Sunday ahead tomorrow. We're not talking about a complex system moving on through another line of thunderstorms, but you could hear a few rumbles of thunder if one of those storms decides to pop up over your city, kind of dump that rainfall and immediately dissipate within the next 30 minutes to an hour if it chooses to do so. But we're also kind of talking about those rain showers kind of sitting over your area for a long time, imposing that flooding risk. So we'll make sure to give you a good in-depth look at that coming up here. Take a look at our surface analysis. We are talking about this cold front inching closer and closer towards North Mississippi, providing those rain chances, allowing them to keep going as they get closer towards that lifting mechanism. But we're not talking about anything severe. If we were, we'd start to see kind of those yellow boxes, as you can see, kind of continue to push with those line of storms out there towards Texas. We are not discussing any severe thunderstorm warnings here in North Mississippi. You can go to bed stress-free. You do not have to stay up late with us. I'd love to hang out with you guys all night long, but you can get your beauty rest. You're going to be good to go for your Sunday ahead tomorrow. Take a look at Futurecast. We're still talking about a few of those soggy conditions leaving North Mississippi, pretty much along the state line at this point, like we just saw on our Mama Justice Doppler radar, but into the overnight period. We're talking about these overnight pop-up showers continue to move through our area. This is around 3:30 and continuing throughout the early morning hours for that cold front. Already stalls out, transitions back towards that stationary front. And if that sounds similar, this is exactly what we were talking about last weekend and towards the start of this week. Why we're talking about those constant rain chances? Well, it's happening again. That's why those rain chances continue to be in the forecast for tomorrow and the next few days ahead. So the next 24, still showcasing those rainy conditions, not as prominent tomorrow as they were today. We're starting off in the mid 60s by 6 o'clock, 72 by 9, continuing to slowly warm up towards the low 80s into your afternoon hours. Once we reach those peak heating hours of the day, you could hear a few rumbles of thunder with these pop-up cells and kind of storms across North Mississippi. We're not talking about anything intense or severe, just that summertime Mississippi thunderstorm. We've dealt with them every year. They kind of help cool us off, so we can make sure to enjoy them tomorrow, but I know we'd kind of rather enjoy some drier weather, but that could be in store for us tomorrow night around 9 o'clock as we return to mostly dry conditions before those soggy conditions return yet again for your Monday and your Memorial Day. Now take a look at those current conditions right now here in Tupelo. 69 feels like 64. That's because we're finally not talking about that southerly wind. We're actually talking about northerly wind blowing across North Mississippi, allowing us to feel a little bit cooler than those temperatures outside. So again, not a bad way to wrap up our Saturday evening, but I know at this point in the night, we're kind of in bed indoors, kind of wrapping up the day, getting ready for our Sunday tomorrow. Now coming back to Futurecast, a full zoomed in look on North Mississippi, talk about a few heavier showers. This model still running just slightly behind, but still showcasing those heavier showers pretty much along the state line here in North Mississippi. They'll continue to move on out of our region, just kind of providing some more rain chances, and even into the overnight period by 2:30. Still talking about a few pop-up showers affecting you guys. Maybe could hear a rumble of thunder, but we're not quite talking about anything energetic in the overnight period. That's around 2:30, continuing by that 3-4 o'clock with that rain coverage, even by 6 o'clock, still just broadcasting those heavy showers at the start of your morning. So a little bit soggier for certain people here in North Mississippi as compared to drier conditions, especially the further out west you go. So make sure to make your Sunday morning church commute plans accordingly. But we're not really talking about anything intense tomorrow morning or pretty much throughout your day like we were kind of talking about this afternoon. Now those low temperatures, again, only dropping off towards the mid 60s across North Mississippi, which is right around where we should be for this time of year, but hoping that we can kind of continue to warm on up just a little bit, but going to be a mild start. And real quick, let me check the comments because I wanted to make sure. Okay, nobody's commenting about the audio. That is a good thing. Wanted to make sure that we're doing good and that music wasn't playing over the broadcast. So starting off in the mid 60s tomorrow, and we'll slowly kind of warm back up into the low 80s as we get ready for the afternoon hours. Now take a look at your day planner. It shows exactly that. A little bit of the thunderstorm activity, a little bit more prominent in the peak heating hours of the day tomorrow. But like I mentioned, kind of starting off in the mid to upper 60s, slowly working our way up towards the low 80s, and then finally returning to somewhat drier conditions tomorrow evening before we get ready for that Memorial Day kind of washout and coming with some more kind of pop-up showers and storms. Now, Futurecast, by 8:30, we see that stationary front still over North Mississippi, providing all these rain chances for us here, and even a little bit more prominent further east you go, especially on the state line and towards Golden Shrine region, Winston County. Further out west, you are a little bit drier, kind of enjoying these dry conditions a little bit earlier than most of us, but as you can see, you'll start to get some rain chances later on in the afternoon hours, especially by lunchtime, starting to see some pop-up showers, maybe some rumbles of thunder by the lunchtime period. That will continue into the afternoon as well. Even by 1:30, 2:30, 3. We're talking about some heavier showers out there towards Clarksdale, just north of Cleveland, along the Mississippi River. So I know you're starting off your day dry, but the chances of you going completely dry all day long out there, not the very highest at this point, and especially with this kind of weather period that we're in. So some pop-up showers still likely for you guys out there in the Delta around 3:30 tomorrow. That will continue to be the story as those storms and kind of just showers, don't really want to use the word storms, we're not talking about anything too intense tomorrow, continue moving through North Mississippi, still becoming pretty prominent around that 7 o'clock time frame later on tomorrow. So still talking about those pop-up showers and that heavy amounts of rainfall continues to be the story into the days ahead. Now, high temperatures for your Sunday, we are slowly cooling off towards the low 80s. We were in the mid to upper 80s today, but that rain thankfully cooled us off throughout the afternoon and evening hours, and we'll feel even cooler as we go about the day, especially with those feels like values helping a few of us feel slightly cooler than what those temperatures are reading outdoors, but most of us pretty much those exact same values. Now, coming back to Futurecast, this is our HRRR model, not the strike model that we showed earlier on during the 9 o'clock broadcast, still kind of showcasing those spotty showers across North Mississippi by that 6 o'clock time frame. As we transition towards 7, 8, 9 o'clock, we're still talking about some heavy showers affecting you guys out there towards Clay County, towards Choctaw, Attala, around 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Still not talking about anything super intense, just some heavy amounts of heavy amounts of rainfall, maybe a few rumbles of thunder and flashes of lightning. That will continue even into the overnight period by 12:30. Notice how the location of those rain showers didn't really change much. So almost kind of once it starts to pop up and kind of stick around in your evening hours, it will continue just providing all that heavy rainfall, which is why flooding continues to be a concern and one thing that we want to keep re-emphasizing throughout the next few days ahead, just with the amount of rainfall we've received. But throughout most of the overnight period and early Monday morning hours, we're not quite talking about that rainfall as prominent across North Mississippi. I can move over. I'm covering up most of it a little bit further out east across the state line, a little heavier out there on the Winston-Noxubee County line. That's at 9 o'clock for your Monday morning. And as we go throughout our Memorial Day, we're kind of talking about those rain chances starting to increase a little bit, especially further out east. We're starting to see some of those heavier showers. I'm already covering up some more happening pretty much along the Mississippi River. I'll send kind of further out here towards Alabama, but still showcasing those rain chances across North Mississippi. Not really a complex line moving through like today, but still talking about those pop-up showers throughout the day. And it becomes a little bit more prominent, more heavy in the afternoon hour, especially by 3:30, affecting some of us out here towards Lee County, Lafayette County, even towards Calhoun, Webster, and Choctaw. Starting to see that heavier rainfall, and just west across the Mississippi River around 3:30 for your Monday afternoon. And like I mentioned, just continues to kind of build into the rest of your evening and dinner time frame, especially by 6 o'clock. Still starting to see some more widespread rain chances. So if you were to do anything for your Memorial Day and you want to spend any time outside, looks to be at this moment kind of Memorial Day morning hours will be the best chance before those rain chances start to build on up throughout the day. Of course, we're going to have the very latest on that timing for you guys as we continue into our broadcast schedule for tomorrow. So make sure to stay updated with us. We'll get you ready for, unfortunately, a soggy rest of the weekend ahead. But those high temperatures for your Monday, they will be the lowest for the next 7 days. So at least we have that to focus on, as we'll not only enjoy cooler conditions, but also feel a little bit cooler, as pretty much I think all of us actually feel like we're in the upper 70s. So even though those temperatures will say we're in the low 80s, we actually feel and we're enjoying an upper 70s day if we're able to spend any time outdoors. Now, taking a look at the 7-day forecast, we're still talking about those soggy conditions for a while here in North Mississippi. They unfortunately continue to be very prominent throughout our 3-day weekend. Low 80s for your highs tomorrow, upper 70s for your Monday, feeling like we're there. And then we're slowly going to warm back up into the low 80s for the rest of the work week and stick there. But those rain chances, they're starting to dwindle down bit by bit as we go throughout the day. I was covering up the best part of the 7-day forecast. Finally, a day that is not broadcasting a rainy icon. So I know we have not seen that for a while here. Unfortunately, I know it is still a week away, but hopefully that continues to verify. We can get towards a drier period here soon. But all these rain chances are really helping us here in North Mississippi, especially with those dry, kind of that dry spell we've been in for quite a while. But don't go anywhere. I want to kind of give you the latest on kind of the amount of rainfall we've received in the past 3 days, especially adding on everything we received today and what we could expect for the next 7 days and why that imposes that flooding concern. All that's coming up right after this break. Let me click back on this. Let me see. And now we're going to break.
You looking for quality? Harvey chefs start with the best cuts of certified Angus beef. Then we season them with a special blend of spices before they're grilled to perfection over a mesquite wood fire. And when paired with one of our signature sides, well, the only thing you need to bring is an appetite. Now that's quality delivered to your table. Harvey's, a difference you can taste.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Caleb Edelblut.
Well, thanks for sticking here with us for Mississippi Live Weather at 10. Let's take a look at your forecasted rainfall for the next 7 days. We're finally starting to see, I guess you could say, more welcomed colors. We were talking this graphic kind of showcasing almost 4 to 5 inches across North Mississippi. That was a few days ago, kind of emphasizing the rain that we received the past few days. But now, as we take a look throughout the next 7 days, we're starting to see these numbers start to dwindle bit by bit. So starting to get closer and closer towards dry periods, but still seeing a substantial amount of rainfall making its way to North Mississippi, which is why flooding remains a concern. And I say that because the ground can only take so much at a time. And we've been talking about these soggy conditions for a while here. So let's take a look at how much rainfall we've received within the past 3 days. And this way it can kind of show you what we mean by these rain chances every single day. I know some of us might go through some dry days, and I feel bad for you guys out here towards Clay County, just kind of a little gap of rainfall kind of going everywhere but you guys, but still showcasing heavy amounts of rainfall out here towards Amory, almost 8 inches, and that's factoring in everything that occurred today. And if we were to see some of those heavy showers tomorrow over you guys, it's not impossible for you guys to reach 8 inches tomorrow. And we still have quite a few days of kind of more soggy weather coming. So almost 8 inches out there towards Amory, 4.4 out here in Tupelo, Water Valley almost around an inch, Bruce at 3.1, Grenada and Grenada County around 2.5. Same for Greenwood, 3.1 in Chula, and almost 5 inches out there in Hollandale, and then closer towards 3 inches out there in the Starkville community. So still showcasing heavy amounts of rainfall kind of moving through North Mississippi. And if the ground it's already pretty saturated, can't absorb anymore, and just kind of keeps dumping, that can impose somewhat of that flooding risk. So we want to make sure to continue kind of staying weather aware throughout the next few days, even though we're not talking about that intense weather occurring across North Mississippi, but that continues to be our main threat heading into the overnight period. Now, speaking of the overnight period, and technically I meant to say for the next 7 days, but looks like I was already trying to make the transition in my head. Let's take a look at our latest look at radar, because I know you guys do not need to stay up late with us at all here. In fact, I just kind of wanted to show y'all what we're looking at here across North Mississippi, and that's a whole lot of nothing. So that is a good thing. Those strikes, I continue covering it up, 231 down to 229, so nowhere near as many as we had here in North Mississippi, but kind of wanted to just look at this with you guys one more time. Most of these strikes are actually happening out there towards Tishomingo County, as that cell kind of crossed the state line further out into Alabama, so already leaving us here in North Mississippi. But this is the story, just pop-up showers affecting a few of us already ongoing at 10:22 tonight, even out there towards Myrtle occurring. So even though we're talking about these pop-up showers, it's not going to affect all of us. New Albany, y'all are staying dry right now. You can see out there towards Myrtle, just a little bit west of you guys, y'all are getting a heavy shower. So that's kind of going to be the story and occur throughout the overnight period tonight, but we're still talking about mostly dry conditions across our region, and that will stay that way for just a few more hours before kind of some more overnight showers pop on up. But it looks like you guys aren't asking any questions. Y'all seem to be understanding everything, ready for the next bit of the weekend ahead. Looks like somebody said, I would say we have picked up 2 inches just tonight. Yeah, well, depending if one of you guys got some of those heavier kind of cells and showers moving on through, that's not impossible. It kind of came a downpour across some of North Mississippi. So you did good. You made it through the day, kind of probably the most intense part of our weekend. But unfortunately, still going to be a little bit soggier for our Sunday and Monday ahead. But with that, kind of want to wrap this up for you guys. That way you can head to bed, kind of get ready for your Sunday ahead tomorrow. Of course, the QR codes will take you to the Mississippi Live Weather app. We appreciate all the support you have given us, and that app will allow us to kind of send you these notifications every time we go live and let you know if hail is approaching, warnings are ongoing, tornadoes approaching. It lets you know everything ongoing so you are best prepared and updated as you go throughout these soggy days and everything coming on up. But hope all of you guys had a fantastic night. I'm already looking forward to spending my Sunday with you guys tomorrow. We'll be live at 6, 9, and 10. Somebody in the comments just said, did you say we can go to bed? Yes, ma'am. And you can absolutely go to bed. Y'all are good to go for the rest of the overnight period. You could maybe, that's a long stretch, hear a rumble of thunder later on tonight, but that's about it. It should just be kind of some overnight showers, continue to help you out with the garden, water the plants and crops, and that is about it. We are not talking about anything intense. So for any of you guys asking if y'all are able to go to bed, y'all get y'all's rest. Do not stay up late stressing. Y'all will be good to go. But make sure to tune in tomorrow night at 6, 9, and 10 as we'll be recapping these soggy conditions ongoing for your Sunday and getting you ready for Memorial Day on your Monday ahead. So all of y'all have a fantastic night's rest. Y'all are good to go to bed. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see y'all back here live in the Room to Room Weather Center.
March 24th, 2023 was a normal Friday. You know, we knew the weather was not good, but we needed to take shelter, and we didn't have shelter. My husband and almost 2-year-old daughter, Ethan and Riley, they did lose their lives in the storm. We're still recovering from it. We'll always be recovering from it. Matt Lawpon cares about the community. He's not just there to collect a paycheck. I feel like Matt Lawpon has proven himself trustworthy.